This is how we do it. And welcome my special guest, James Bailey. Welcome to PALMCAST.
What up, what up?
So we connected through a very dear mutual friend of ours, my brother Hal McKinley.
Hey, shout out Hal.
Yeah, so you guys grew up together out in Murietta?
Yeah, we actually went to middle school together. Kind of like lost touch a little bit in high school. But once he came back from college and I came back from college, homie started cutting my hair again. Got me looking fresh, so.
Yeah, it's funny. Hal actually cut my hair a couple weeks ago.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I hadn't seen the
got
inside
engaged.
of a bar. Oh, yeah. He got engaged. Shout out to Leah. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Congrats.
Yeah. But, bro, like, so tell me about you. You grew up in Murietta. Like, so what was it like for you growing up as a kid?
Definitely talk to Hal about, but yeah, it's a cool neighborhood, and it's really dope how Black people out in Riverside County support each other. But like in the same token, we grew up having to fight people who was testing us over like racial stuff, and I don't know if you heard any of that from Hal, but it was like pretty chill. But like definitely there's like a little bit of tension, which gets resolved as everybody grows up. But I mean, it was pretty cool. Like, it's pretty diverse out here, besides that point, grew up around every single culture. I consider myself like I don't know, like multi-ethnic out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're biracial, right?
Yeah, I'm half white.
Half black, half white. Okay. Were you like picked on because of that as a kid?
Not really from like the black kids, but like from the white kids, I'd always get like jabs and stuff. Just like it's whatever, but definitely there's like a really big shift going into high school. I got sick of it. I started lifting weights. Came the big boy, and yeah, people stopped messing with me after that.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna get swole. You're not gonna pick on me.
Yeah, they did not.
Nah, bro. I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay. So after high school, you went to Pittsburgh for college, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
University of Pitt.
Yeah, Pitt's playing Clemson right now as we speak in football.
Yes, they are.
So I got a lot of love for the Pittsburgh hip hop scene, and I've interviewed a lot of artists from out there. So what was your time out like out there?
I mean, it was pretty dope, to be honest. Like, definitely culture shock for a SoCal kid to be out in, Pittsburgh, Snowmageddon. I mean, you guys were at Hampton, right?
Yeah, we went to Hampton.
Yeah, you already know how like cold that stuff gets.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania from Virginia is like that's a whole different beast of a winter.
Oh, for sure. Like,
but either way, in Southern Californians, we ain't used to that shit.
Nope. I'd be, bundled up. I'd have like long johns and everything. Everybody's laughing at me. I'm like, I'm not from here. But music wise, it was pretty dope. Like that's definitely where I grew. Did my first couple shows out there, failed miserably out there first couple times, learned from it. It was dope. Actually, ended up opening up for Lupe Fiasco. That was my like first big show.
Really?
With
okay.
My buddy. Yeah, shout out Amir Miles. Me and him ended up opening up for him and Lil Dicky, if you could believe it.
Yeah, on your YouTube channel, I saw you opening for Lil Dicky.
Yeah, it was a good time. He smoked everybody out.
Dave.
Cool dude.
That's crazy. So how'd you originally start doing music?
So like I grew up in a pretty musical family. My cousin actually used to make beats for like G Unit and Omarion.
Really? Who's your cousin?
Yeah. You ever heard of Raw Dog? Pretty low key. Yeah, grew up listening to him making stuff in the studio whenever we'd be over for like, holidays and stuff. And I definitely picked it up there. My uncle also plays saxophone. So I've kind of been in the live music scene for forever.
You grew up playing sax, and then at what point did you start rapping and singing?
Shit. Honestly, I just started singing recently. I'll tell you the story behind that. But I think I started rapping at like 16 years old. Just going to kickbacks and stuff, rapping over Jay Dilla and Pete Rock beats.
Dope.
Yeah, you already know. And then I think the singing came really recently because when I started, I was like super shitty, right? So I had one of my buddies. He actually like used to sing on a couple of my tracks. Told me dead ass like, "Yo, don't sing anymore."
What kind of homie is that? Gotta
I mean,
encourage you.
I sucked, but like it was kind of accurate. But like that made me work like way harder. So like now I'm at a place where I can put out singing tracks and it's nothing. But yeah. So I say 16 for the rapping, and then like 20 years old for the singing.
Okay. And how old are you
Yeah,
now? If you're probably our age if you went to middle school with Hal, so like
yeah,
27,
27.
28.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt. Okay. So you mentioned Jay Dilla and Pete Rock. Are there any other like influences that like helped make an impact on your sound?
Honestly, I kind of struggled for like the last 2 years to not listen to Kendrick Lamar because he's my absolute favorite rapper right now. So like you just know when you listen to somebody too much and you start sounding exactly like them. So say Kendrick Lamar, ASAP, Tyler, and this dude Duckworth out of LA. Like
Yeah, I interviewed Duckworth 3 years
oh no
ago.
shit. Oh
Yeah,
no shit.
I had this same Mad Villain shirt on when I did that.
Oh hell yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
he's blowing up right now.
Oh yeah.
Like he's one of my favorites in the underground.
Yeah, on the Into the Spideyverse soundtrack, that really like he was on the map before that, but that really like took him to another level.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be like top tier in like a year or two, I'd say.
Yeah, shout out Duckworth.
Shout out Duckworth. But had to stop listening to him though, because like some of my like raw drafts started sounding like his.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I gotta switch it up a little bit.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, to be completely honest for you, there's a word for it. I don't remember what it's called, but like when you listen to so much other music that it makes your style sound like what you're listening to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Evidence said that in his No Jumper interview, and I was like, I don't really see the problem with that because it's like, an artist is just, a well-trained thief. Everybody's soaking up game from somewhere.
Yeah. Well, like at some point, like you're a big fan of all the golden age hip hop too. Like a lot of those guys kind of came up with their own styles, and then like every single person started sounding like them, which is I think that's like a big factor in the industry right now. Is so many dudes sound like clones right now.
Yeah, big
and
time.
and yeah, and those guys don't survive. So it's like taking in the influences while at the same time like putting a little bit of spice on it that's your own. Versus like and no disrespect to these guys, but a lot of them are just copying the exact recipe.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But tell me, speaking of the exact recipe, tell me like what if you were to describe your sound, how would you describe it?
bro, I don't even know right now. Like if you listen to the last two tracks, it's like a depressing trap music on the first one, and then we switched up to like beachy jazz R&B.
Yeah.
And I consider myself like a musical chef. So like
Mm-hmm.
every different dish I'm trying to make is I'm using different ingredients, different spices, and I don't know, like something like the Kakashi of the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Naruto.
Yeah, no doubt. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm barely dipping my toes in anime, and I have not tried Naruto yet.
Oh shit.
Everybody says to watch it. That's like one of the standards of anime next to DBZ. Like I'm aware.
Definitely the most popular. Are you into like super dark stuff? Or are you into more like
No,
wholesome?
when it comes to anime, I gotta kind of have like there's got to be some type of either I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I've only like scoped out a handful of series, and
Uh,
like Carol and Tuesday on Netflix has probably been my favorite because it's about the
okay.
music industry.
Yeah.
I really like this one from the '90s called DNA 2. You
Mm-hmm.
can watch the whole 2 seasons on YouTube. Beastars on Netflix is really dope too because it's about animals. Like it's anthropomorphic, and if you play Animal Crossing at the same time, they complement each other like really well.
Furry bait, dude.
Furry bait.
Some furry bait.
Furry bait. My God. Um, but yeah, man, I'm barely dipping my toes into anime.
Okay. Well, if you ever decide you want to like ruin your life for a couple months, I got some recommendations.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you up for sure.
Berserk, bro.
Berserk. Yeah, I've
Rocking
seen
the
a
hoodie.
couple other artists I've interviewed have told me about Berserk.
Bro, I've never been as obsessed with anything as I am with that comic book. I like ended up watching the trilogy on Netflix first off, right? That was how I dipped my toes in. It was so fucked up that I read 365 issues of a manga for like a month straight after.
Jeez, you just went
And
and OD'd on it.
bruh, yes, just I'm just waiting to see the bad guy die, man. Like he does so much heinous stuff. It's just like an obsession wanting to see him die.
Right.
Yeah, I've never had an art affect me that way before. But
Really.
Berserk.
I noticed that, well, on the cover of your latest single, Something, you have kind of like an anime inspiration going on with the girl.
Mm.
But then I noticed like on other of your album cover artworks, it's more like beach vibes, and I'm like, on my real Southern California player shit. Like,
Yeah.
so are you kind of gonna move more towards an anime direction, like that of like a Rob Banks, or are you kind of gonna stick to like the top down cruising stuff?
You know what? I'm gonna be doing both, bro. But
There you go.
I'm kind of like the dichotomy with that. You know, the black and white, major minor. Like I consider
Mm-hmm.
myself an oxymoron in itself. So I like the beach vibes with the anime stuff. Dude, that
Word.
artist too, though. Like that was, no disrespect to anyone else I worked with, but that Deber Kato who did that anime cover is probably one of my like favorite artists right now, and a
That thing
super
does look
dope dude to
sweet.
work with. Yeah,
Okay.
well, just like most people aren't like business savvy like at all, and homie, I was talking about doing merch with him. He was like super, forthcoming, like, oh yeah, I'll just take this percent and you're good to sell all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good working with him.
Okay, cool. I'll expect more collaborations between you guys. So
Got him coming.
Nostalgia 93 was like kind of my introduction to you. And then last week, Hal resent me the track. So I went back and listened to it. I'm like, oh shit, this is fire. What I
It's
wanted to
like
ask,
fine wine.
age like fine wine, brother. What I was gonna ask you about that one was if you could, what's your favorite like 90s nostalgia thing? Like if you could have something from the 90s that was only existed then today, what would that be?
What do you mean like only existed then? Like
No, like what I mean, like what's your favorite part of like '90s culture? Is it the TV
Tupac.
shows? Is it Tupac? Okay, rest in
No, but
peace.
I'm like for real though, definitely Tupac. But I also just like the fashion, you know what I mean? And we're kind of bringing it back right now, all the '90s
Right,
babies. But yeah, I was kind of like waiting for the fashion to come back where people could just express themselves in like multicolor, multi just dopeness. Streetwear's popping.
right, right.
None of that super baggy jean shorts that go down to your ankles.
Yeah, I feel like the '90s have had like a influence on modern culture for the past 10 years, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Would
I'm
you say
saying?
like
Like when we were in high school, you know how everybody was rocking like the snapbacks and the skinny jeans, and it was like the jerk movement. And even
mm-hmm.
though like the '90s it was baggy jeans, it's like still when the pack came out with Vans, like that whole like skater look, I felt like that was very '90s in its origin. You feel me?
Yeah. It was kind of like a neo '90s, if you feel me.
Right.
Like it was still kind of taking like at least in my opinion, it was taking like influence from that, but at the same time, reinvented with the super skinny jeans and snapbacks and tanks. I don't know.
Right. And even like a couple years after that, like when Raider Clan popped off, they were sampling, a lot of like Memphis rap from the '90s and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but just basically to anybody born in the '90s will always have an influence on you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
So,
as it should.
pretty much all the art like I'm studying is made by people born in the '90s, so that's probably why that is.
Yeah,
Or
just
people who
wait
grew
for
up in the '90s.
Yeah, 2000's finna come back, and it's gonna be all Lil Jon samples.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be snapping their fingers, leaning and rocking.
Okay.
And we'll be like, back in my day, I was cranking that Soldier Boy in 9th grade.
You can teach me how to Dougie.
Y'all can't see. Yep. Man, the one piece of like the James Bailey puzzle I feel like we're missing is the music videos, man. So when we gonna get some visuals?
Bruh, so I actually, how am I gonna tell this story? I don't even care. I actually ran into some issues, so I spent like a big ass budget on this music video at the like end of last year, right? And I was supposed to be working with this dude who I'm like a super big fan of. His hard drive crashed.
Yeah.
After like couple G's went out for this video. And obviously I was kind of like, like stuff happens. It's like unavoidable at that point. But like I was pretty irked. But right now I'm definitely in the market to do some stuff with some homies.
Okay. So
yeah.
Eventually, but hey, you take an L, but you'll bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even consider it an L though, I'm always winning, bro.
There you go. Hey, when's your birthday?
March 31st.
March 31st?
31st.
Oh, okay. You're an Aries, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
people think I am too fucking direct. Aries.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being direct. It's just like there's something wrong when people are too sensitive to those being direct. You get me?
Yeah. Like personally, I love it when, if I'm working with somebody, I'm not gonna say like being an asshole, but if somebody's like Gordon Ramsay direct, those are my favorite people to work with.
Yeah. Just what the fuck are you doing? What did he do? Put the 2 pieces of bread on the girl's head and say you're an idiot sandwich.
What are you, idiot sandwich? Yeah, you see that video where he called a customer a fucking dog?
No.
This lady was complaining about the food on Hell's Kitchen, and she snapped at homie, and he's like, "I'm not your fucking dog. You look more like a dog than I am."
Unbelievable, man.
Gordon.
All right, no doubt. So, I hope music videos are amongst these, but like, what are your 2021 plans?
Gang of music video.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to be more steady with my releases. Like these last 2 months have been like huge for me with momentum wise. Man, I'm just trying to build that following up, and then because COVID, we can't really do any tour stuff, which is how I would be marketing.
Right.
I'm hitting that motherfucking ground running 2022, like as many shows as possible.
I love it.
Yep.
I love the plan. Okay. On top of doing music, do you work a regular job?
Yeah, bro. I'm in mortgage banking right now.
Okay.
It's a more solid step. I was working at a group home last year.
Really?
Which was the most interesting experience of my life. Yeah, mad respect to everybody who works mental health. Yeah, bro. I got fucking stabbed.
Oh shit! Did you really?
Yeah, by a little kid.
Oh, what? Damn. So it's like, are they special needs, or they developmentally disabled, or like, what are they? Who are you working with?
All of it. It's kind of just, you have people who have developmental needs. You have people who, have autism, and then you have, people who are wards of the state. Most depressing job I've ever had. They need to like pump way more money into that field because those people don't get paid enough.
Damn, man. Well,
yeah.
Hey, hats off to you for like at least thugging it out and like, trying to do something to make people's lives better.
Yeah, it was kind of like it gave me enough free time to work on the weekends and then be able to do all my music stuff during the week.
Okay.
But like, bruh, I got stabbed that day, and I was just like, nah.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
So I didn't even realize it. So this girl picked up a pen off of the street after like she walked into traffic. So like we had to, make sure that she got out of there. And bruh, it was all bad. So I get there one morning, I'm hanging out with the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite kid, like this is 8 a.m. He goes, "Hey, let's all go AWOL." So five of them dip out, right? It's we're in Riverside County. It's me and my coworker, both black men, tailing these kids, not looking good. Our coworker pulls up in a van, Hispanic female, and we're snatching up these kids and throwing them into the van in the middle of traffic. And like, yeah, bro, this dude pulls over. Oh, what are you guys doing? Or like, hey, sir, we work at a mental health facility. We cooling. He's like, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, please do. I need help.
Unbelievable.
Crazy day. Yeah, bro. I didn't even realize I got stabbed. My homie was like, "Yo, you got blood on your shirt," and like bled through my white shirt.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. Stabbed you with an ink pen.
Went pretty deep, apparently. But you know, I'm all good.
That's nuts. For sure. All right.
Crazy job.
Back to the music though. What's your message behind the music?
You know what? It's just a way for me to express myself. So, you know, it's really interesting question. You know, I know some artists have like a specific message with their stuff. And, you know, some days it's, you know, fuck the police. Some day it's, you know, pay people more. Other days it's just me trying to like find happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I feel you. It kind of fluctuates with your mood.
yeah, just like my perspective on everything. And I don't, at the moment at least, I don't focus on, you know, more of the like the conscious rap. That being said, like once I get everything rolling and I find some beats that reflect that, you know, some producers I want to work with, I'm going to be making more conscious rap music. So
yeah, I feel you because when I listen to your stuff, I've heard a lot more like feel good hits, and you know, like I said, you know, you could just be riding with your girl down PCH type shit. Kind of like if you know, I'd recommend you for the fans of Anderson .Paak.
Holy shit, that means a lot.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Anderson's the dude.
Yeah, man. Okay. You got any like collabs in the works, or is there somebody you'd really want to work with?
So there's a gang of people I want to work with. I'm actually I'm about to release a track with a lo-fi producer named Sleepover. And at the same time, yeah, he's pretty dope, dude. He does like finger drumming videos on Instagram. They're pretty dope. Tight. And in addition to that, I got a track coming out with my boy Internet Boyfriend.
That's a hell of a name.
I can't even just, bro. He's dope as hell. It's like some 80s synth hard fucking beats. Like it's dope. So I'm pretty excited for both of those. I'm trying to get my uncle to produce a funk joint for me right now, though. Like bro. He's fucking amazing. I'm just trying to, yeah.
I could hear you on some little old school like cookout shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to do, man.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah.
Anything else you want the people to know about James Bailey?
James Bailey is a little bit of an alcoholic right now. Follow him on Instagram and Spotify and vibe the fuck out.
For sure. What's James Bailey been drinking on this? James likes Baileys. So that's what you've been drinking on this holiday weekend?
Yep, actually. Baileys.
Love it, man. All right, bro. Well, we like to kind of close the show out with a track of choice from the artist. What should the people go listen to from you?
For me right now, go check out Cinema on all streaming platforms.
Cinema, for sure. Get that theater of mind going.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This has been PALMCAST. My name is Dylan, but most of y'all just know me as Palm. You can check us out on prettyawesomelitmusic.com/interviews. Twitter, Dylan is Palm. Instagram, _PA.LM. Check us out on YouTube. James Bailey, man, much love, much success to you. Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Hey, peace, love, and Palm, bro.
Peace, love, Palm. All right, dog.